Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, September 24th, 2012. This is Texan TV News from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas, and I am Keanu Perez. In today's headlines, reports from the Tarleton's Police Department's Clary Act crime log. Lone Star Arena is hosting its 43rd annual Cowboy Capital of the World PRCA rodeo this weekend. Rick Perry speaks of a locked-in tuition rate. A man steals his own truck from a repair shop with a forklift. A drunken driver kills 7 at a bus stop in Moscow. A recap of the weekend sports and today's weather. Now, today's top stories. 10 burglaries, 4 criminal mischiefs, 9 alcohol-related crimes, 1 assault, 1 weapon law violation, 1 harassment, and 1 trespassing violation were reported to Tarleton Police during the first 3 weeks of school. Majority of the burglaries and a couple of the criminal mischiefs were recorded to have taken place in the residence parking area. Alcohol crimes were found to be mostly in the Texan Village area, most of them being minors in possession, and the others were public intoxications, furnishings, alcohol to minors, and driving under the influence. The Stephenville Empire Tribune reports that the Lone Star Arena will be hosting the 43rd annual Cowboy Capital of the World PRCA rodeo Friday through Sunday. For years, rodeo organizers held the event in June, but this year marks the first of a change in seasons. For the event, with college kids in town, our population doubles in June. The college population wasn't here, Chad Decker told Empire Tribune. Chairman of volunteer committee that produces the Cowboy Capital of the World Professional Rodeo Cowboy Association, known as the PRCA Rodeo, Decker also told the Empire Tribune that moving the rodeo from June to September will not only bring in a large crowd, but more participants as well. The rodeo, produced by Car Pro Rodeo and presented by the Erath County Livestock Association, will feature a little something for everyone, such as mutton bustin' and a calf scramble for the kids, wild cow saddling, the Miss Cowboy Capital Rodeo Queen Contest, steer roping, ultimate calf roping, along with all the usual rodeo events. Advance tickets are available at Grand Entry, Western Store, Saddle Rags, and Stephenville Chamber of Conference. Adult tickets are $8 in advance or $10 at the gate. Kids 12 and under are $5 each. Friday will be Tarleton's night, which will allow students a $2 discount at the gate with a valid student ID. And now today's Texas national and international news from the AP. In state news, the AP reports that the average student at a state university in Texas is paying 55% more their education than a decade ago, when state lawmakers deregulated tuition and allowed campuses to start setting their own prices. According to newspaper analysts, the Dallas Morning News reported Sunday that tuition and fees now cost state residents an average of more than $7,500. Before deregulations, average costs were more than $4,000. The steeper costs are putting the state's premier campuses out of reach for many families. Most expensive is the University of Texas at Dallas, where the average student pays more than $11,500. Dominic Chavez, spokesperson for the Texas Higher Educating Coordinating Board, said the problem is twofold: lack of state funding and bloated institutions. Higher education has to do everything more efficiently and effectively with less dollars, Chavez said. We have to invest at stronger levels, plus help control the cost of institution. Governor Rick Perry has sought to rein in costs by launching a program whereby students can pursue a $10,000 bachelor's degree and calling for greater efficiencies on state campus, which has sometimes caused friction with administrators and faculty who worry about quality. Earlier this week, Perry called for incoming freshmen to be able to lock in tuition rates for 4 years, guarding them against price hikes before graduating. The legislature will likely look at the idea when lawmakers reconvene with January. State Representative Dan Branch, the Dallas Republican who leads the House Higher Education Committee, said cuts are forcing higher education administrators to be more creative and innovative in educating students. In national news, the Associated Press reports that the police department in Newcastle, Delaware, arrested a man they say who stole his truck out of a repair shop lot using a front-end loader. Surveillance tape showed a front-end loader with forklifts attached driving away with the vehicle. Troopers spotted and chased the man for 35 minutes. It ended when the man drove into a retention pond. Donald Smith was handcuffed when he swam to shore. Smith paid almost $6,000 to get out of jail. He's accused of causing about $3,000 worth of damage to the fence of the repair shop Stop and Go and an estimated $60,000 of damage to the forklift that he allegedly borrowed from his employer's construction site, all for a $1,000 unpaid repair bill for his truck. In international news, the AP reports that 5 teenage Russian orphans, their teacher, and her husband were all killed when a speeding car driven by a drunken driver crashed into a Moscow bus stop. Police said the car was traveling more than 120 miles per hour when the heavily intoxicated driver lost control and slammed into the bus stop Saturday, killing 7 people and injuring 3. Moscow police reported Sunday morning that they had detained more than 130 drunken drivers over the past 24 hours, perhaps eager to show they were taking the problem seriously. Tarletonsports.com reports that on Friday night, the Tarleton volleyball team got its first win against ACU and Abilene since 1998. Over their last 6 games, Tarleton has won 18 of its 22 sets and is off to their best conference start since the 2008 season. Also, on Saturday night, the Texans won 35-23 against the Eastern New Mexico in front of over 6,000 fans. Running backs Vaughn Smith and Zach Henshaw both rushed for more than 100 yards. In weather, today's forecast calls for a high of 92 degrees and a low of 67 degrees, with south winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Today's broadcast was produced by Jordan Simons, Ryan Mishu, and Becca Escobar. You can follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan on Texan TV News Facebook. I am Kiana Perez. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.